Not closing creative tabs is what is making you think that you actually don't have a lot of creative ideas. We have to close the loop, and that is what I'm going to talk about today. This was actually a 4 a.m. download today, but I did find that if I actually get out my phone and write down all the ideas that I'm having in my head whenever I'm jolted awake by them, that I can go back to sleep sometimes. Or at least today I did. I have been needing to edit a lot, and that doesn't normally happen to me. By the way, hi, I'm Felicia. Last time I did a video like this, it was a 6 a.m. download. So today's was a 4 a.m. download, and it was just like closing creative tabs so that you can open new ones. Anyway, I was stuck editing, and I knew what I need. I knew I just needed to finish the videos so that I could move on. It wasn't even time to like post the videos or anything, but I just kept wanting to film and wanting to film. But I was feeling like I was like losing my place. I didn't know kind of what was going on or like what video I was in. I just needed to close some loops in order to like say, okay, moving on to the next chapter. Like you can't write chapter 30 without knowing what 25 is going to say sometimes. Unless I guess the continuity is just a little bit off, but we can fix that in post. So, anyway, I didn't even know how much it was actually holding me back until yesterday. And it wasn't even a really big deal. I didn't have that many videos. I wasn't even behind on videos. I've handled bigger video loads before. I was just really surprised that by finishing a few videos, I ended up having so much physical energy last night. And then had another idea come to me right away this morning. And it got me thinking that I don't think we ever lack ideas. Actually, I think we have a scarcity mindset around ideas. So we feel as though we can lack them because I feel like, I don't know, if someone batched like 4 videos for the month, someone could say, wow, that's like a whole month worth of content. Like that's so awesome that you batched that, I guess. But then someone else could be like, why wouldn't you just post those 4 videos in one week? Like, whenever I did my October challenge, because I was so used to posting weekly, but my challenge was to just sort of like get out of my head and film as much as I could, at least once daily for the month. I ended up creating like 18 videos that month. And another version of me could have been like, oh, wow, that's like, you know, a lot, like 3 months worth of content or more, more than that. 4 months worth of content if I were to go by my normal content schedule. But I think I had so many videos because I just filmed, edited, posted like all within 2 days or something, just about. And so the next idea was like up at the ready, ready to go. It's like kind of the track batons, like I'm finishing my portion and like future me next video is taking the baton and running the rest of the way. And if you're not handing the baton off, you can kind of feel like you're just running around in this loop and like, what are you doing? So whenever I woke up, I put some bullet points. So let's check in on those. Um, yeah, how finishing the loop of creation actually helps you create more. Yeah, whenever you're done with a project or you have finished a chapter of a project, you can move to the next chapter. And if that's a weekly cadence for you, I think you're going to create weekly. You're always going to have that deadline. Like for me, whenever I have a weekly deadline, I tend to wait until the day before to finally finish up my video and carry on. But if I told myself I was going to do 2 videos a week, I probably would. Like, you're going to take as much time as you give yourself. So it really depends on the output you actually want to have. And I think giving yourself tighter timelines can sometimes show you that you actually have a lot more ideas. And if you feel like you don't, the 4 a.m. idea gods will wake you up and like give you a new one to film that day. Like, I right now am trying to honor this by like closing this loop of filming this idea that I got this morning. I don't need to sit on it. I just need to film it and go and edit and post it and go. And then I'll have a new idea tomorrow, hopefully. But I'm not even worried if I don't get a new idea. I think it is a big scarcity mindset that we can put ourselves in. So, yeah, feeling like you'll run out of ideas is a bigger part of a scarcity mindset. They aren't content ideas, they're daily downloads for life excitement. Whenever that came through, I was just like, yeah, like, I'm not thinking about what kind of content I'm doing all the time. Like that, the periods of times where I was in, where I was like, what kind of video? Like, I only have 4 chances this month. What kind of video am I gonna do? It felt like a lot of pressure. It felt like these 4 have to be really good. These are the ones people are going to see. And whenever I stopped feeling like I could only create once a week, I was able to just try a ton of new things. And I really do feel like I just wake up and have a daily download of what I am supposed to do that day creatively. It kind of reminds me of one of my videos in October because I didn't really have plans for October, like filming and stuff. Like the point was just to film something every day. So it was almost like searching for what sort of fun thing I was going to do that day. And a lot of it revolved around planting bulbs and baking. I think I did a ton of baking and cooking and sort of garden cleanup and stuff. So my last little month outside, oh, I miss it. I'm literally staring at an icy wonderland right now, which is beautiful, but I do miss the green. But I remember waking up this one day and I had this poem that I had been a little obsessed with about hummingbirds. And it was like the week that basically the hummingbirds were about to go. I think it was near the first week of freeze, so you need to take the hummingbird feeder down so it doesn't break. And I had this hummingbird poem, and all of that was happening. And I was just like, perfect. I should do like a little BTS and figure out how to make this poetry poem into a music video, a poem video, because that was something that I used to think about whenever I was like 18. Like, I would hear people do spoken word poetry and think like they should really have like music videos to poetry. So I wanted to recreate that, but I woke up with that idea and that was nothing like anything else I was doing that month. And I was just like, like, I'm gonna film every day this month anyway. Like, this is nothing. This is a drop in the ocean of filming this month. I have 31 chances to do something, so it doesn't matter if I just do this kind of random thing. Had I only been filming 4 videos that month, I might not have tried it because I would have been like, oh, I don't know, like this isn't like my normal content, so I don't want to risk it if I'm only going to be filming or posting 4 times this month. Like, I need to do something that I know will do well. So you're kind of holding yourself back if you aren't like going on. I would have been so sad if I missed that video and didn't just take that daily download and do it. It was really fun. If you want to watch it, the results of the video are actually at the end. I don't think I ever posted the results. Maybe I still should do that. Like just the poetry video itself. I think I filmed all the BTS and then put it at the end. So it was really fun, but it was really random. And I just remember it gave me a lot of energy that day. And that's about all you're looking for whenever you're creating, right? Is just, and like, I like feeling good and fun and energetic when I'm creating. So I'm going to follow that good, fun energy, and it helps whenever I close tabs on open projects. And that's not to say that I have to like film, edit, and like post or schedule or whatever and all in the same day, because that I really can't do that very often. But it's almost like ask yourself, what's the closing chapter of the day? Yeah, like for me today, a closing tab chapter would just be filming this. I don't have to edit it today. I can if I want to, um, but I don't have to. But I would feel like, okay, I've had the idea, I've got it down, I've got it documented, we're good. Tab closed. Tomorrow, new open tab would be editing it maybe, or whenever I really want to do that. So really think about like, okay, what's the chapter that would feel closed today within it? Like for writing my book, it's not writing a whole chapter every day because that's really hard actually, depending on how long you make your chapters. But it's at least like, you know, reread my last chapter, write 500 words, whatever. Whatever I'm feeling is my closed tab for I want to write today, you know? If I felt like I needed to write an entire book and I never felt like I had a closed tab until it was published, like that would make me feel crazy. So you have to pick, okay, what today feels like a closed tab? Like it's just moving the needle. So I have room to like open tabs tomorrow. Something new, even, is where I'm getting at with that. So yeah, and be realistic. And honestly, like if you get to a point where you think you should, like this should be closed, but you can't finish it that day, that's okay. Yeah, basically that's okay. I don't know what else to say to that. Okay, yeah. So a reminder, they aren't content ideas. They're daily downloads for life excitement. Like this download from this morning made me excited, made me realize something new about myself, that I need to close tabs to open new ones all the time. That's why I can just have so many videos. Um, so stop thinking about them as content ideas. They're just life excitement. What are you excited about? Talk about it, you know? So some people are still working on downloads from last week or last month or a different lifetime that they no longer align with. So it feels disconnected, but they feel like they have to see it out, which is blocking the new daily downloads from surfacing, which is making you think that you have run out of ideas. I don't know if I have anything more to add to that. I feel like 4 a.m. me just really said that. um, Working with downloads that you're no longer in alignment with. I mean, I've definitely done that too. Like, I've definitely been working on a video. And I'm like, well, I've got to finish this, you know? Um, Even though that might not be what I'm feeling like doing today. Um, Maybe it's not in the alignment for the day. um, I mean, even writing and stuff, before I really got solid on this was the book that I wanted to write, I would start every writing session writing at least a paragraph of something completely different from anything else I had ever written. Like, it would literally just start off with a cool sentence. Like, I think my prompt was, what would be a really cool first sentence of a book? And it has to be a different book. Like, I can't just do the same characters and same things. Um, And so I'd start with a sentence and write at least one paragraph. And that was like my daily writing practice, which almost made me realize like I have so many ideas, you know? And I'm glad I finally landed on one that want to bring in this bigger fruition of a whole book, but I know this isn't my only book. Like, I want this book to do freaking well, and I want it to be a movie, a video game, a like bestseller, whatever. But I know it's not my only shot. Like, I mean, I'm gonna do my best with it, but if it doesn't work out, maybe my next book will get a movie deal, and then whoever gives that a movie deal will be like, oh wow, she also wrote this other cool book as her debut. And like, we never know. We never know what is actually gonna happen. It's going to happen perfectly, but I'm not scared that this is my only deal, book idea. um, I will have a book deal, but not yet. So, yeah. But I don't know if there comes a time I don't feel aligned with it. I'll set it down. I'll work on my daily different book ideas, so I don't feel like I've run out of ideas because I'm trying to feed an idea that no longer sits with me, right? But notice you always get the next idea when the one you have is complete. I mean, that happens to me. I just did my 6 a.m. download. That video I actually thought of, or like had the 6 a.m. download recorded, edited, and posted all on the same day, which was just weird and crazy. It was kind of a cool, like, so you can do that. You've shown yourself that you can. Didn't really think much about it, and then same thing happened this morning. It's just 2 days later, so I have my new idea. You know what I mean? I'm probably posting it a bit later because I did have so many videos to edit and I want them to go out, but just getting this out feels good. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for my next download. If we could just make it like 6 a.m.'s fine, maybe 6:30. I like to sleep till 6:30. If I hadn't completed that video loop and closed that tab Saturday though, I might not have woken up today with this idea, you know? Like, I just got the next idea because that one was done. If I was still sitting on that idea all month, I might not have gotten this one. How can we be more aware of what energy can be put down if we aren't what energy we can be put down if we aren't feeling it? Like, yeah, I guess I was kind of meaning like how can we know what projects we're kind of like trying to hold on to and it's bottlenecking our creativity? Just something to be aware of. I don't really have an answer for that. Or maybe the idea entered our mind so we could personally embody it and we are meant to talk and share on it later. That just happened with me. I on my systems and routines video, which I just probably recently did. I don't know the time. See, the continuity. It's all mixed up when everything's bottlenecked, which is where I'm currently at, but we're going to fix that. But I just recorded the systems and routines versus routines video. And it was a concept that I thought of about a month ago. And I think I mentioned it, but I couldn't speak on it because I realized how potent it was for me, and then I couldn't articulate it very well. Like, I made notes on it a month ago. I actually didn't even look at my notes. I'm really glad I didn't because I just looked at my notes since I pulled up my little bullet point for today for this video. And they were completely different a month ago. Like, they made no sense. So that was a concept I needed to sit with before I could speak on. I've been thinking about that video all month. So it sort of stretched out, and it was sort of like it did feel kind of like it was stalling my other ideas. Like, what am I going to talk about? Like, I need to talk about the systems versus routines, but like, I'm not ready. So, what do I do? And yeah, I think I should have in those weeks just let it go. And then it would have come to me more naturally, which is kind of what happened, but I don't think I let it go very well. And I did just sort of get in my head that was like, oh, I don't have any ideas. Um, well, my camera's about to die and I need some water. So give me 1 second and we'll close this out. So, yeah, if you feel like you're struggling with ideas, like content ideas, uh, creative ideas, creative projects, if you feel like you're lacking, and so you hold on to the few ideas you have and you draw them out because this is your big idea for the month. It better be perfect. This is your one and only shot. If you're feeling those thoughts about your creative projects, try doing something really random. Try literally waking up, pretending nothing you've ever done exists. What would you do creatively? And making sure what's ever on the horizon for the day, how can you close? How can you close that tab so that you're ready for a new idea tomorrow? You might still have other tasks. I will still need to edit tomorrow, but I might wake up and have a new filming idea. I might wake up and I don't know. I don't know. I can't know because all I am is here today completing the tabs that I have open for the present. And that's all I can do. That's all any of us can do. And so if I'm fully here and I'm fully like completing these, the next idea is right at the ready. The next idea is so like, oh, it's 6 a.m. We gotcha. Here's your idea for the day. And it's exciting, it's thrilling, and it feels great to honor the ideas as quickly as you can. Um, because the quicker that you do them, the more you can know that they're not for you. Like maybe I should have just tried to record the systems and routines and been like, that was a little soppy. Like maybe I need to wait. But then I would have known that I just needed to wait to do that sooner than waiting, like kind of being in my head for a few weeks. So close your creative tabs so you can open new ones. You are a well of ideas. We all are. And the more the ideas come up and you complete them, the more ideas there's going to be. And maybe it can even help to have something specifically creative that you can complete daily. Like my writing. Like I said, I can't write a book in a day, but I can write every day. And that feels good. Like if I've done nothing else, I've at least written over breakfast. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed today's little chat, and I will catch you all in the next video. And yeah, let's see what timing download it is next time. But yeah, we'll see you all in the next video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, guys.